Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for July 26th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. You can see overall this pair has moved to the downside over recent history. Now we have had two sessions or one session pull back. We have not broken this low, finding some support at the 78.00 level. We are looking for this pair to potentially go as high as 78.59, possibly down to 77.65. Look for some resistance around 77.99 and look for some support around 77.99. Actually, this is 78.50. Sorry about that. So looking for some resistance around 78.50, support 77.91. Now let's take a look at the Euro-USD pair. This pair closed up during this last session. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 124.34, possibly as low as 120.52. Look for some resistance around 123.30 and look for some support around 121.50. Now the pound-US dollar pair, it closed higher during this last session. We are looking for it to potentially go up to 158.60, possibly as low as 154.11. Look for some resistance around 157.37 and look for some support around 155.50. Now the US Swiss closed lower, ran right into previous areas of support, pulled up from there. We are looking for it to potentially go as high on a reversal up to 0.9957. possibly down to 0.9656. Look for some resistance around 0.9875 and look for some support around 0.9735. Now as far as news announcements go, we do have some significant news announcements being released tomorrow. We have at 8 a.m., seems a little late, but 8 a.m. Eastern, showing the German Consumer Price Index being released. Typically that's at 2 a.m. Eastern. Consensus on this is that it's held at 1.7%. Then at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, we have the gross domestic product for the U.S. being released. They're showing a slight annualized, showing a slight drop from 1.9% down to 1.4%. Okay, well, what am I looking for during this next session from a trading perspective? Well, let me go to the Euro-USD on the day time frame. If you go to the 15-minute time frame, and you probably don't even have to go that low, but nonetheless, and you back out a good ways so that you can see a decent amount of time, what you will find is that we have long-term. The euro has broken above the long-term resistance that we had. Trend line wise, we are definitely, let me zoom in and out there a little bit. If you look long-term, there we go. This pair has been moving to the downside for a good while. And what we have here is a break above that, a close actually above that, a good session or so above that. You can see if you tag the highs during today's session, and this is on the 4-hour time frame, we had a break above that. So not saying that the trend long term has changed, but it does appear that the downward trend in the euro, at least temporarily, has changed. The bulls have taken control and gotten a close above that long-term trend line. So, and remember, these are week time frames, so about 3 weeks worth of downtrend has now switched to an uptrend. Now, how long it'll last, not sure, but nonetheless, we have closed above it. If this continues, I could very easily see this pair breaking above this high right around, if we get a buy above 123.34, looking for a buy there. go ahead and placing a stop loss. Let's talk about take profits first. We have another area another area that was support that is now resistance, right around the 124.17 mark. There is a 0-0 level that we would have to break through to get to that point, so you may want to look at that, maybe right up to it, say around the 123.97 mark, say 98, just to drop slightly below it. From a risk to reward standpoint, that's looking to grab about 65 pips. You could put your stop loss under the current low, which would put it about 65 pips, about a 1-to-1 there. Excuse me. So that is what I'm looking for during this next session, is the euro to continue this move to the upside, and if it does, grabbing about 65 pips from it. Well, I hope that helps, and until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.